David Carpenter. We are watch enthusiasts who look after other watch enthusiasts. So if you love everything watch related, please make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the cool news and things that are happening in our industry every week.
Magic bell icon.
The magic bell, yeah, hit the bell, you won't miss a thing. Cool, how are you?
I'm right, how are you?
Good, yeah, I'm good, excellent,
Awesome.
Excellent. Good stuff. Today we're doing something a little bit different, aren't we, Dom?
Yes, brand focus.
Brand focus, exactly. We haven't done one yet, this is our first.
We said we would.
Yeah, we did.
Promises to keep.
Yeah, absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. And there's a lot of, we've got some cool brands, let's face it.
Yeah.
We're based obviously down in Tunbridge Wells, Royal Tunbridge Wells.
16 the High Street.
16 High Street, should put it across there, just like that. Yeah, what we do is very different from what you find in other watch boutiques, I guess.
Yes.
We have picked things that we think are interesting because they offer amazing value for money, or because of their style and something that's really different in the market.
Uniqueness.
Exactly, and everyone likes to have something that, you know, on the wrist where people look at you and go, what is that? What are you wearing?
It's quite unique.
Yeah. So, and
He's quite unique.
I try my best. But I think that the cool kind of thing with that is that if you have got something that's completely unique and completely out there, it's nice for you because it's a conversation starter.
Yeah, I was just about to say a talking point.
It is, yeah. And it's, I think, more personal to you, knowing that 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people haven't got exactly the same watch. It's quite a cool thing. So anyway,
all those people that look at other people's wrists to tell at the time.
Yeah.
Some of them they won't be able to.
No, exactly, yeah. And it's nice when someone does look and go, sorry, what is it? And that's really kind of leads us nicely onto Mr. Jones watches. And really that kind of idea of value for money and style, unique style, I think is summed up more perfectly in Mr. Jones watches than it is probably in any other brand that we've got.
I think so, yeah, definitely.
And added to the fact that it's a British brand, UK based,
which is great. Oxo Tower as a boutique.
That's right, yeah, they've got the Oxo Tower.
Us as the only other.
Yeah. We're the sort of ambassadors for Mr. Jones in the UK. And that's a really cool thing again. I think, you know, when we do this brand focus, you know, we're going to talk about how we came across the brand, how we discovered them, what people understand of the brand, and also we'll run through all the models that they do, all the models that we've got, and have a bit of fun. But it was quite a cool thing, isn't it? When you can say that it's a British brand and that we are uniquely the only other. Yeah. If you want to find the brand anywhere else in the UK other than going to London, if you don't want to go to London, I understand. But Tunbridge Wells, we have them here. Yeah,
on the website.
And on the website as well. Yes, absolutely.
Get everything you need there.
Yeah, www.davidcarpenterwatches.com. There it is. Bit of backstory, I guess. Mr. Jones watches have been going for around about 12 years producing. Which actually is, again, I think a lot of people see these for the first time and go, wow, they're really unusual, they must be new. But actually, you know, they've been going for some time, and that's a great thing. Their design style has evolved quite significantly over the years.
Hugely.
I think when you look on their website, and actually they've got a great little website, but if you have a look on their website, their design archive actually lists year by year what they released, and you know, you can see an evolution of style that starts in a very much a text-based style, where the dial has quite a lot of words and numbers and things like that.
I suppose for any brand that's in anything, the more basic at the beginning, the easier it is to produce, mass produce and things like that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
and I think the evolution now is much more pictorial, isn't it? So it's a visual kind of thing.
Definitely.
But Mr. Jones watches then, the main man is Crispin Jones, who I've read or listened to a couple of podcasts recently, and you understand his background in graphic design and computerized design in fine art. He's got an interesting story all of his own. But what he's produced is basically a watch company that tells the time differently. It challenges your perception of time sometimes.
I think one thing they have quite across all of their range and literature and material and things is everybody has a mobile phone, and time is on there, and they even admit themselves you'll never run for a train by one of these.
No, that's right. Yeah.
But they have fun with time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I think you're right.
Because time can be taken too seriously sometimes.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I do like that. I think that the designs do reflect that. They're unique. They make in small batches, so that's again a really massive plus point in terms of owning. Is the limited edition runs that they do right at the very beginning when they're testing these products are sometimes
it's normally 50, isn't it?
50 or 100 or whatever. So you can get a limited edition number once they've successfully sold those out on their own website. Then they make a stock version of it, and that comes out to people like us. And then again, there's not a huge amount of them out there, which I think is really cool. It's funny, I look at. I guess there are criteria that you look at in watch owning, and some of it does boil down to: is it something I'm going to see everywhere else? Is it something that I love? Yeah. Is it something that people are going to love as well, and you get that recognition for? And I just think Mr. Jones really kind of nailed that because it's UK based, tick. It's it's a lot of boxes.
I think with the range as well, it covers such a broad spectrum of things. From the stuff we have here as well, different straps, different types of case, different styles. You name it, leather, mesh.
Yeah,
they're all
kind of covers everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think the thing is with these, and you're absolutely right. Digital time is everywhere. You look on your computer. If you're watching this now, you're watching it on YouTube. There's probably time in the corner of your laptop or on your phone or on all those kind of things. And because digital time is everywhere, it frees up the watch to be actually something more than just a timekeeper. It's a piece of art. It's a reflection of your personality.
Crazily, my car has 3 clocks on one dashboard.
Is it?
On the middle.
Why?
On the middle.
Just in case you can't
I find myself looking at my wristwatch.
Do you? Is that funny, isn't it? Yeah, it's an instant reaction. Yeah.
This when the wife says, "What time is it?" Really?
Really? It's here. So, in terms of the brand, say they're based in, or the workshop was in Camberwell. They've just moved recently. It's a small team.
Yep.
A really lovely bunch of people. Ellie, Nell, all these people that we deal with day to day. But they're a great team. They work with a number of young and upcoming artists who design dials. In conjunction with Mr. Jones, and then those are translated into little mini works of art, and that's really what we've got here.
You said words out of my mouth. It's like having a work of art on your wrist.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that what's really cool about the brand, and again, I'll show a few of these just to give you an idea. I'm going to focus on the watch, not on him. There you go. But what's really kind of cool about this idea is that often it does tell the time in an unusual way. Sometimes that in a way that's only unique to the wearer, that you only would be aware of. Sorry, dogs out there. But they're just very unusual. And again, the nice thing is if a lot of people look at these watches and the first question is, how do you tell the time? And that's
another great example.
That's fantastic Nuage. We love Nuage. Nuage is probably one of their most classic.
Gilding on glass.
It's awesome, isn't it? It really is cool. But people do say that a lot. How do you tell the time? It's like hidden secret,
exactly,
isn't it? Yeah.
Cool.
But no, we love the brand. So we've done what we've been with them for a year and a half. Year and a half now, coming up to, the nice thing is with everything we've got here is that it's not something you'll see in any other watch boutique.
The price point is always spot on for what they are.
Yeah,
they range from 175.
175 to
215 and
245 for the Nuage and Ascendant. Yeah.
So giftable.
Yeah, absolutely.
To yourself.
And actually, that's another good point. Actually, yes, you're right. The price point is a giftable price point, and that's one of the great things about the brand is that you in some cases you're getting quartz, but in a lot of cases you're getting an automatic movement in a wrapped up in a style that's really easy to wear. But the cool thing is, their case size is a standard case size of around about 38mm, which is obviously perfect for guys, but also great for women as well. Yeah. Which means that
unisex.
Which
I take full advantage of this sometimes. My wife has 2.
Yes.
I have 1. We have 3.
We have 3 that you can quite comfortably wear.
Easily. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's great.
So tell me about your experience with the brand and how.
I first started here in late March.
Yes.
And I had heard of the brand when I came here, but only just a little bit of research and things like that. And then the dreaded first lockdown came.
Yep.
And we bought one each in lockdown.
Yeah.
Wanted a new watch, wanted to just. And we got the, I've got the King of Spades, and my wife actually got the one that was COVID related, which has a Winston Churchill quote on the back.
Oh yeah, all things.
All this will pass.
Oh, that's it. Yeah,
something like that. And so that's sort of where we found the brand as well. Obviously, I was introduced to it here a little bit more, and then since then, Mr. Jones brand themselves was just, I think, within the last 6 months maybe, has just grown and grown and grown. It's just got to a point where whatever they bring out sells out.
Yeah.
So quickly.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, it's really good.
I think when you look at success stories in the industry, you know, everyone focuses on the Swiss watch thing, which is fine. That's the but actually to have a UK based, a British homegrown brand that's doing really well, and I think that's not just in this country, but they sell. Obviously online as well.
Yeah. If you can't find one at Mr. Jones, you try to look elsewhere. You won't find one.
Yeah, exactly.
Because literally, once they've gone from there, because it's a micro brand, and they're done on these small runs to start with. Even the larger runs aren't massive.
No, exactly.
A couple of hundred, if that.
I think that's the thing. We had a young guy who bought the slightly larger version of this one. This one's if I can get it to focus again, called The Last Laugh here. That's great. It literally looks like it's sat on your shoulders, Dom. But the young lad bought this one, and he said the nice thing with that is I know that I'm unlikely to bump into anyone else who's, what's the likelihood of you bumping into someone else who owns one? It's a really cool thing. I know, love it. Yeah. So talking of owning, what are you wearing?
So I've got the King of Spades. I think we've touched on it briefly before. Again, it's on the mesh.
You get it.
It's on the mesh. I'm going to get rid of his face.
Get rid of my face. There we go.
I'll see if I can do it as good as him. Oh, there you go. Look. So yeah, it's, as you can see there, it's the King of Spades. It has the hour jumping in the middle. 1 o'clock is cool because obviously that is a spade, and then it's got the nice cards on the back, which is quite cool. And then the cards rotate round, so I can get it right there. Yeah, there you go. The cards rotate round on the side there. It's a great watch. It's automatic.
Yep.
The power reserve is good, probably 36 hours, which is cool. And it's a nice size, and it's that easy.
Yeah,
to put on.
Yeah.
Straight away. So yeah, no, it's cool. I love it. It's a nice size.
It's got an impact on the wrist, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
People ask about it.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think because that touches on the colour printing as well. The colour printing is layer by layer, isn't it? On all the watches, and I couldn't even tell you how many colours are on there. 20 maybe. Yeah. And it's not just one print.
I think they did a competition. I think Mr. Jones did a competition online at some point where they asked of Last Laugh Tattoo, which is the sugar skull kind of design, how many colours the public thought were on there, and it was something like 24 or something, 24 colours, colour by colour, everything printed again in London, and then assembled. Just stunning. I mean, it's a huge amount of work for something that actually is, sub £300.
Yeah, it's cool,
stunning. Yeah, amazing.
Your one?
My one is. I think I've spoken about this on one of our other videos, but I'll go through the story again. Cause
For those of you that dare miss the last one.
yeah, don't miss our videos. Christ, yeah, you'll be rewatching now. My one is called The Dream Maker, which is, again, automatic movement. This was a limited edition that they did quite some time ago now, which says, if I can read it properly, today's dreams, tomorrow's memories, which is obviously to do with time. I've got these lovely blue ornate hands, and the back here shows open case back, number 18 of 50, designed by the artist, very talented artist called Vic Lee, who also, and I can show you that here, also designs the back of their boxes. And you can see the sort of similarity there between the type fonts and all the rest of it. But this is just very, very cool. Again, it's attention to detail that the brand has that you don't see anywhere else. But they've worked with this guy who creates these really cool, almost sort of Victoriana style kind of graphics.
I think sometimes a micro brand might not focus so much on a box.
No.
And I think the way they've done it is...
Box is box.
Yeah, it's very simple, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's great. It's classic.
Yeah. So when you get your Mr. Jones watch, this is the box it comes in, which again actually is quite practical because the amount of Swiss watches that come in things that are...
You can't put away anywhere.
No, exactly. So when you've got your collection, you can just sort of stack these up, you see.
Oh yeah, no.
So within the box there's an inner box with quite a natty little way of holding your watch, a little insert there that you can also see through the back. Like
So it's such a vast collection, you don't even need to open the box.
No, that's right, yeah. You can see what it is from the outside, it's great. And then the instruction manual here, which is specific to each watch, talks about the design and the background, the artist, the movement, and basically has all the information about the specification of the watch as well. And that lives in there. I think they're just really neat.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, so we've been fans here for let's say a good couple of years. I discovered them actually I don't know how I discovered them, embarrassingly. I was doing research for when we opened here at David Carpenter, and looking at things that were unusual in the market, and there wasn't a lot, to be honest. I didn't find anything that really inspired me. There were a lot of things that played a lot with colour, but actually in terms of things that were truly unique, there wasn't an awful lot out there. And I think I stumbled across the Last Laugh tattoo, which we were talking about earlier on. This is the Sugar Skull version there. And I discovered a picture of this, and that was it. I was hooked and did the research, went up to the Oxo Tower building on the Thames, their boutique there, which is a very artsy and designy kind of environment. Loved what I saw, and then we had a conversation, emails backwards and forwards, and we've been representing them ever since, and really successfully. And I think here in Tunbridge Wells, people have really enjoyed the fact that there's something out there that's so different.
I think you can look at quite a lot of watch brands. We're talking about micro brands now, and you go, oh, that looks like a...
you're
that
right.
one, what does that look like? And then suddenly you go, oh, it looks like a...
Yeah, very, very true, very true. Not with these. No.
Can't do it, it's impossible.
No. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, a lot of watches have a derivative, don't they? You look at, I don't know, you look at Satina, the DS Action Diver, that has a lot of Omega Seamaster Diver in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot that have derived on the Rolex Submariner.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
It's not a bad thing.
No, not at all. No, absolutely.
But for complete uniqueness that somebody goes, oh, that can't. Somebody can't.
No, that's a good point.
That looks like a.
I've never considered that. Yeah.
It looks like a.
It looks like Mr. Jones. Yeah. Yeah. So, what shall we run through a few of these?
Yeah, go
I think
do.
that's a good idea, just to give
some of them are based on similar principles.
Yes.
So yeah, go on, you do that.
I'll do that. So this is Nuage. Nuage is probably our best-selling Mr. Jones. As Dominic said earlier on, you've got a lovely 38mm case, 22 carat and palladium gilding on the inside of the dial here. The artist is a very talented gilding artist called Marianne Rebez. And the watch itself is based on the Sun and Moon clock, which is a 16th century clock, and it basically tells the time by the position of the sun. I'm going to do this now so that you can see the sun here and the moon are told on a scale over the top here, which is actually runs from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So basically when the moon goes down, if you like, at 6 and the sun comes up, that's 9 o'clock, 10, 11, 12, so the sun's at its highest point, and the minutes are told here on this little minute hand as well, which is, it's awesome. It's just a really cool design, very classy, again equally wearable for guys and women. Yeah, I can see why it's so popular. It's an amazing thing. Based on a similar principle.
I was going to say about the quick release.
Oh, quick release, yeah, no, you have, yeah.
Got the quick release bars on the back of that one. So Mr. Jones do a range of straps. So one watch, 3 straps makes 3 watches.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And that's the way to wear it these days. Yeah. So yeah, these little buttons here are quick release as well. So yeah, so that's that. I brought this one up at the same time. It's a slightly different in comparison, but actually the same sort of principle. So this one is the sun and moon, which again has the same idea. It's got a glorious graphic here, which is, again, it shows like almost the plains of the Serengeti. So you've got when the sun goes down there at 6 o'clock in the evening and the moon comes up on the other side, you read the hour by the position of the moon. 9 o'clock in the evening, going up to midnight. But I just think the beauty of the artwork is stunning. You know, you've got something that's really quite unique. I'm just trying to get round to the daytime section so you can see how cool it is. But yeah, again, a very practical watch. And actually, I think, you know, a lot of people are sort of not sure about how easy it is to read. I think when you get the hang of it, and you know what you're doing, actually it's a relatively easy thing to look at.
This one is one I like actually. It's the Last Laugh. So you can see there that it's the Memento Mori based behind the thought behind that, about your mortality. The hour jumps in the bottom, and then in the top, and then you've got the minutes in the bottom. It's just cool, and it's crystal clear white as well as a skull. And then it's a special edition, so not limited. It would have been when it first came out, but it's a special edition, so you never know, it might stop.
And actually, Memento Mori, it's a good point you bring that up there. Memento Mori is based on a Victorian principle. Back in Victorian times, people celebrated death in quite a macabre way, I think. It was, you know, you used to, if you were widowed, you'd go through a period of mourning, and you'd have mourning jewellery and mourning, and it was a
special clothes, and for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah,
some people went on for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Miss Havisham kind of thing. But no, it was quite a macabre kind of focus on death. But with what this Memento Mori in this day and age is more of a celebration of life and time. You know, that life is short. Make the most of it, enjoy the time you've got, don't waste a second, you know. And I think with what's happened in 2020, I think that never has a watch been more apt, really, you know. Make the most of what you've got and use your time wisely, because it goes like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, Memento Mori, very cool idea. Yes, we like that. They did obviously the Sugar Skull version of that as well. So we're a big fan of those also. What else shall I show?
One of those.
One of those. That's
So it's just very different.
Yeah, very cool. And this is, I'm going to get this. I call it Meredith, so I'm sure it's Mare Adesso. But this is one of their newer designs. Very, very cool. By the artist. I'll show you here. It's Matteo. I can't read the actual. Girardi? I'm terrible. There you go. So this is an automatic movement, self-winding movement, with this amazing seascape and the whale doing a sort of joyous flip. Again, very similar to a lot of other designs with Mr. Jones. It uses a jumping hour, and I'll show it in motion. That, I just think that is stunning. Look. Yeah, there's a lot of joy to be had from wearing a watch like this.
If you don't get wet.
Yeah, splashed. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty remarkable. The minutes are told by the position of the nose of the whale. So that's 1/4 past. Down the bottom there, it's 1/2 past, 1/4 to, and on the hour there, the hour, which is this little moon on the horizon, or sun on the horizon, changes and jumps. It's amazing. What an amazing piece of kit. You know, I'm going to have to buy one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Honestly.
You flip it round, pardon the pun, flip
it, yeah.
The other one in black is the same, so I won't show you up close really, but it's just, that's night time.
Yeah.
I would say, 100%.
Yeah, night time and daytime. Very, very cool.
So, yeah.
I'll show you that one there, look. Ooh. It's awesome. It really is. They're so easy to wear as well. Cool. Take your pick. What are you gonna show? Oh, how about?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, we like that.
So this one is Promise of Happiness. Again, it has the quick release bars on the back. So 1 watch, 3 straps, 3 watches. You can't even. It's very clever. The hours. Minutes are in the stomach there. So you've got the jumping hour at the top, and then you have, I don't know if you can be able to see it. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So you've got the moving minutes in the stomach, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen any other watch with that idea.
No,
that's all.
You're right. And that's the black case version of that. Very, very cool. I've got a couple of people that, do you know when you're buying for someone, and you know it's instinctively it's their style.
Yeah, of course.
There's a good friend of mine, Jay, who bought one of these. He's a hairdresser.
Okay.
Loves his tattoos, loves that lifestyle, and he literally, it's his perfect watch.
Yeah.
And it means something. A promise of happiness. I think his wife actually bought it for him for a wedding anniversary present. Yeah. And it was, the wedding was a promise of happiness. And I think
the one I bought my wife was anniversary too.
Oh, was it really? Yeah.
And she does scuba diving, etc. So
that was a limited edition version of. Yeah, very cool. And then we've got Time Traveller. This is probably, I think, one of the cleverest designs.
Clever, very, very simple actually.
Yeah. Think about it, now, obviously, everyone is aware of GMT watches and telling the time in different time zones. Time Traveller enables you to do that in a very unusual and clever way. It's obviously quite a graphic style, the dial there, but actually it enables you to read the time zone in 16 different time zones simultaneously, which is, it's just remarkable. It's some real blue sky thinking. So the minute hand is told by, you can just see him moving around here. It's a little pigeon. It's a red pigeon, and the pigeon apparently is the international traveller. So he travels around all of the different landmarks and locations. The dial itself is a 24-hour dial. So at the top here, it's 12 o'clock. By the time you get round to here, you've gone 12, 3, 6, 9 o'clock, and then midday is actually at the bottom. And then you run back the other side, so that's 9 o'clock in the evening, and that's midnight. But the hours are told by the position of the landmark relative to your time zone. So at the top here is Big Ben, and next to it you can just about see the Eiffel Tower there. There's a number of different landmarks. I'm not going to be able to list them all because I'm terrible at geography. But in the instruction manual that actually runs through all of those landmarks, it's a cool practical tool, but in a way that's completely different. It's a graphic representation of time. Ingenious.
The standard old GMT can only do 3.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Yeah, who needs a Rolex GMT? Actually, we do have one here, but that's a different point.
At that price point,
no, exactly, yeah. Actually, no, you're right. Yeah, what's it, £175. Yeah. It's a quartz movement, so nice and reliable. And yeah.
Fun.
So trade in your Rolex watch. because you don't need it. 3 time zones, that's for amateurs. Look,
Yeah.
get one of these. That's 16 in one.
My word that sums up the range,
Mhm.
I just said it, fun.
Fun. Yeah,
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, no, you're
3
right.
letters for me,
Yeah.
fun.
exactly. And I love wearing it. I love wearing
Yeah,
Mr.
definitely.
Jones.
Yeah.
I love having them here. Yeah, very, very cool. The nice thing is as well is that they're releasing stuff all the time. So when you look on their website, if you sign up to their mailing list, there'll be all these limited edition releases that will come out that you get a numbered limited edition.
Yeah. They go within hours.
Yeah. And
There
actually,
is a cult for them.
and even the collectability of those, there's one in particular that I really like, which is, I think it's called the Flying Scotsman, which is again based on the same principle as the Sun and Moon, but with this really dark sort of British racing green, and I think it shows the path of the route of the Flying Scotsman in its travels. I've got that as a safe search on eBay. Just in case I haven't come across one yet, but I know a lot of these.
Did they do them in limited, or did they?
I don't know. I'd have to find out actually, but I know it wasn't. I don't think it was a big run. I think it was a more limited run.
Yeah.
But again, you know, a lot of the ones that are collectible that you don't see every day are changing hands for half decent money as well.
Definitely, yeah.
Not that I'd say buy them for an investment. You buy them because you love them. That's the bottom line. But yeah, excellent. What's on your list? On your shopping list? What's your next Mr. Jones?
Well, I don't know. I quite like. I don't know. Sport for choice.
Sport for choice. I think for me, I'm probably erring towards Nuage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's such a brilliant design, and it sort of straddles that dress watch, casual watch really nicely. I'm going to put it on that. But yeah, obviously the Nuage is actually a battery operated.
Yeah.
Again, so nice and reliable. You don't have to worry about it. Look, it goes perfectly with what I'm wearing today, doesn't it? It really does. Look, I like a flowery shirt, so there you go. But that, for me, I think is absolutely spot on. You know, it's casual, but it's fun, it's quirky, it's certainly non-conformist, look. But no, that's Mr. Jones in a nutshell, I guess. So yeah, if you want to find out more about the brand, obviously you can come and see us here at 16 High Street. Or
next to Cafe Nero.
Next to Cafe Nero, yes. Which is great for us here, we're always wired. Yeah, and if not, say 16 High Street, I'll put a little banner up there. But you can also find our range at www.davidcarpenterwatches.com. If you want to find out any more, if you've got any questions, please leave a comment in this comment section below. Hit subscribe, hit like, share it with your friends. If you're after a gift for someone who loves their watches, who would appreciate something really different that they won't find anywhere else, Mr. Jones is it.
Yep.
Really, that's
awesome.
There's nothing else out there like them. So yeah, ask away, ask questions, have a look on the website. You can also find us on social media. There's a lot of bits that we've covered on there as well. So that's at DCIWS on Facebook and at David Carpenter Watches on Insta. That's it.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's us in a nutshell. But if you've got any questions, say do ask.
Yep.
Have a look at the range on the website. If you already own a Mr. Jones watch and you're watching this, take a photo, get it on social media, share it with us. We'd love to see your collection, love to see what it is that you enjoy about the brand. But Mr. Jones watches, that's the one to watch for me.
Get it?
Brilliant.
One to watch.
Want to watch? See what I did? Yeah. So anyway, that's all for us. Thank you ever so much for watching.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed that. Again, ask away. Have some fun. Time's meant to be used wisely, isn't it?
Exactly.
So cool. Have a good one. Nice to see you. Take care. Bye.
Take care now.